I'm Sadé, I'm 29 and I have rheumatoid arthritis. So some of the things that I noticed before I got diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis was being very tired, and I put it down to stress or being, overworked or doing too much at the gym the night before. I didn't think that when I woke up in the morning really stiff, that it was anything more than just me being tired from a very difficult gym session. The way I handled it was I didn't think there was anything serious of it. I just kept going and thought that I was maybe lazy or that I needed to do a bit more in the gym because I clearly wasn't fit enough. So I just kept going and going and going. It really affected me mentally because I was so tired and I didn't understand why I was having that impact, but all of my peers and friends weren't having that sort of impact. They weren't as tired. And then I had an instant where I thought I'd injured my knee, and potentially I did. And my knee had swollen and was really painful and I couldn't bend it. And then over the course of a couple of weeks, it started spreading to my other knee. And then I would wake up in the morning not being able to move my fingers or my wrist. And it generally spread from there, and then it started affecting more joints. My feet and my elbows were affected, and it got to the point where I couldn't even get out of bed. I couldn't do basic things for myself. I didn't know what was going on. I told most of my friends and family straight away. Thankfully, my family had already had experiences with rheumatoid arthritis, so it was quite easy to tell them because they already had an understanding of it. But with some of my friends and even people at work, some of them didn't fully understand what I was going through or what it actually meant. So I spent a lot of time explaining what rheumatoid arthritis was and how it affected me personally. When I was going through the diagnosis process and speaking with my GP and having lots of blood tests, and the comments about rheumatoid arthritis were coming up, I did research. I was a lawyer, so research is something that I'm very used to doing, and came across the National Rheumatoid Arthritis Society and got a wealth of information and knowledge and ordered publications. So before I even knew and worked at NRAS, I had a lot of advice and support already. My main stereotype that I had going into my rheumatoid arthritis diagnosis was that everyone would have really severe joint deformities or issues with their mobility, because that's what I had seen through my family, and that really worried me. Being quite young with rheumatoid arthritis, I've had a lot of stereotypical, "You're too young for this, you don't look unwell, you're fine." And that's really hard to dispel that criticism that you're too young for this. As I've only been living with RA for 2 years, it has still affected my life quite a lot, but I am hopeful for the future that I will be able to do lots of things. My aim for next year is to go to Canada and look at hiking in the Rockies. So that's one thing I'm really looking forward to. My suggestion for people who are struggling with their RA is to find people, speak to people, find a community or people that are also living with it. Speak to your friends and family and get some support. The other way that you can get support, and the way that I did, was to go to NRAS and get support through their booklets, their helpline and online. I'm here today to stop the stereotype around rheumatoid arthritis. Find out more at nras.org.uk.